the reason why we were mobile only was just because we were so strapped for cash and for time when we were starting off that we were like, hey, instead of defraying our efforts and spending 50% of our budget on a desktop and 50% on a mobile and allocating it that way, let's be real, like more than 90% of our traffic is going to be coming from mobile. Why don't we put all of our eggs in that basket and really create like the best customer experience there? So like we were like super, super mobile centric. And then when it became time to do the desktop, like we had like some designs, for the desktop, but it didn't look great at all. And we're like, you know what? Why don't we just put like a redirect, a QR code, make it cool, make it fun, to push them back to mobile. Our thesis actually ended up panning out. Like, I mean, more than like 95% of our traffic is going through mobile. Not surprisingly, everybody's finding us on TikTok. And so, I mean, now we're developing a desktop site just to have it out there. But yeah, there's no like tactical secret where it's like, oh, like, other companies should be doing that. Like, no, we just didn't have money, honestly.
Is most of
Yeah.
your traffic still coming in from TikTok, essentially?
Yeah, so traffic's definitely slowed down quite a bit. And the reason why is because we don't want to be pushing until we really get our systems in place. So, month two, February, we did about $100,000 in revenue. And month three, I think we're at like $40,000 to $50,000 in revenue. And so like right now we're just like riding, the organic wave without really working with a lot of influencers or content creators. We're trying to make sure that we have everything in place. Our email and SMS flows, we fulfill the whole backlog of more than I think 9,000 people that have pre-ordered. We're basically waiting until we produce our next round of manufacturing and we have more boxes on the shelves until we really start kind of pushing again.
On your actual website and product page, there's a section that basically says, I gotta imagine you do inventory runs in 15,000 or something like that, because on the actual product page it says like, hey, only like 7,000 or 15,000 left remaining or something. I would love to know. Okay, two questions, I guess. One, is that an app or is that just a custom build?
Yeah, it's custom coded.
It's custom coded. Okay, cool. And so I'm assuming that just gets counted based on like 15,000 minus every order or something like that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Makes sense. The second question that I had here was, do you notice a conversion rate difference when that thing is 15,000 to 15,000 versus only 1,000 left of the 15,000?
It's impossible to say, really. We just don't have enough data to make conclusions. Like when we had 15,000, we had Massey Wolf going viral and, like so many people like flooding to the site buying it. So like, it's impossible to like really kind of, I don't know, make a conclusion based off of that. And then, but that is something that I spoke about with my partner, which was like, like obviously we want to create scarcity and apply like marketing principles in order to, squeeze as much revenue as we can. But at the same time, we're not building a store. We're not scheming here. Like we're building a long-term brand. And so that was a discussion that we had, was like, you see a lot of stores, what they'll do is be like only 15 left, or, you know what I mean? To like kind of create that urgency so people like, buy. And we decided to go against that. So like our numbers are fully accurate, and it's not so much about the conversion, but rather just more information for the customer. And when we do get to those lower numbers, I'm sure it will have a positive effect on the conversion rate.